This is a little more of a VA 201 class, right? But it's regarding secondary employment. So not your full-time job, not your primary job, but your secondary job. So, right, firefighters, all of you who I know are working second jobs, and it's only for the W-2 stuff. Don't try to throw that cash at me. Oh, it's not real money until you get taxed on it. The VA, they allow for the use of secondary employment income as long as we can show a history. If you're someone who has less than a year employment history with a secondary job, we're not going to be able to use the income. So there's a caveat to this for future National Guard members and reservists. If you have 1 year with an employer, the VA will allow you to offset debts with that income. They won't allow you to fully use the income in qualifying, but they will allow you to offset debts with 10 to 24 months of remaining payments, okay? All that really does is if you have an installment loan, like a car loan, that has 24 months remaining, we can use the income from your secondary employer to offset that debt, zero it out essentially. All right, if you have 2 years with secondary employment, now we can use all of that income. If it's an hourly thing, we're gonna average it out over the last 2 years. If it is a salaried secondary employment, then we'll use that salary. The key here is that the VA wants to show that you have a history of working 2 jobs simultaneously. Now, I did come across this recently, a veteran, well, I should say an active duty member has 9 months with their secondary employer. And they had a previous history, but this history was a long time ago, being in the same line of work. And as much as I want to use this income, I have run into it before, and the VA will say no because they do have a guideline. But once they hit the year, now they can start using it for offsetting. Once they hit the second year, I can use the full income. But until that time period, I can't touch it, which is unfortunate, even though they do have prior history in this line of work. It's more of a 201 thing, and honestly, I prefer not needing secondary income to qualify you for the loan. I would rather you keep as much money in the pocket as possible. So anyway, if you have questions, if this applies to you in some way, shape, or form, or you want to see if it applies to you, call or text me 630-235-2405. We'll see exactly what the situation is, what we can do about it.